After 7 months, my guitar channel was finally eligible to be monetized, and the money I made, it may not be what you're thinking. No, I didn't make a ton of money, and no, I didn't expect to, but for the amount of work and effort I was putting into each video, the amount of money I made was a little bit low. I was putting 15 to 30 hours into each video, and a good video would yield me maybe $5 a month. Was it worth it? Absolutely. YouTube is a long run game, and this channel at 5,000 subscribers is still in its infancy, and I feel like we're finally just starting to get some legs behind this thing. Plus, the first month has got to be the worst, right? We'll discuss that in a second, but first I'm gonna show you the strategy I used to get monetized. I'll show you how much money I made from AdSense revenue my first 3 months. Finally, we'll talk about utilizing multiple streams of revenue and brand deals on YouTube. Let's go. At the top of 2023, I set the goal of getting my YouTube channel monetized by the end of the year because I had realized 3 things. First, I don't love touring and I don't love being on the road all the time. Second, while being a sideman and a music director definitely helps pay the bills, it's a grind to constantly worry about where your next gig is coming from, when it's gonna be, and how to financially plan for a year when you have no idea what you're gonna make. Third, while I don't have that whole playing people's music is slowly killing me, I'm an artist thing going on, I realized that YouTube was a place for me to actually build something that was my own. As most of you probably know, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within a 12-month period to be eligible for monetization. And in January of 2023, my channel had 3,400 subscribers, yay, and 1,700 hours of watch time. Dang it. The thing I needed to figure out was watch time, and the way you get more watch time is you either post a ton of videos with low watch time or you post better videos that your audience watches for longer. And at that time, my channel had over 200 videos already posted on it. So one thing was obvious, I suck at YouTube. Following that train of thought, I was able to diagnose one of many of my channel's problems, and it was that I had no clear voice or direction. To find a direction, I decided to focus on what are my strengths as a guitarist, and that's how I landed on the tone thing. Guitar gear, crafting good tones, and the highs and lows of being a professional musician. That was my jumping off point, and I am still refining my voice. It honestly feels like learning a new instrument. The first 3 months were pretty rough. I posted 1 long form video a week and some short form videos, and everything got a couple hundred views, if that. The click-through rate was low and the watch time was still low, and it felt like I wasn't even making a dent. Then I sort of stumbled upon something in March, and my videos went from getting 200 views to about 1,000 views each. 6 months in, the quad cortex entered my life, and that gave the channel a really good boost. Then in the last 4 months, I felt like my videos took a very big jump, and I started getting significant views and much better watch time. And maybe more important than that, this channel started to find an identity. If you were to click on a Justin Muncie video, you could expect XYZ. I hit the 4,000 hours of watch time you need in July, and basically on August 1 exactly, the channel was monetized. Let's talk AdSense revenue. It's no secret that AdSense revenue can be a difficult way to make money on your channel. You always hear about how low the pay rates are, but just how low are they, and what does that mean for someone like me who is not getting millions of views or even hundreds of thousands of views a month? So let me show you what my first month looked like. In August, my channel had 78,228 views across the channel, 1,942 hours of watch time, and a grand total of $89.83 in ad revenue. $85.29 of that came from my 26,700 views on my long form content, which yielded an RPM of $3.20. Basically, this is what YouTube pays you per 1,000 views on your channel. In my case, for every 1,000 views, AdSense revenue yields me about $3.20. The remaining $4.54 came from my 51,500 views on my short form content, which is an RPM of 9 cents. Whew. Short form content literally pays pennies. As low as that amount was, I was actually pretty stoked. I almost made $100 in my first month of monetization, and that felt like a big win to me. Then comes the second month. September ended up being an incredibly busy month for me in my work outside of YouTube. I only got up 2 long form videos and a couple of shorts that month. With less content, I was pretty positive that my AdSense revenue would also take a hit that month, and it sure did. I made a grand total of $53.26 cents on 60,415 views and 1,124 hours of watch time. By the numbers, I saw about a 23% drop in views, but a whopping 41% drop in revenue. If you look at my RPM for long form content, it was actually a little bit higher at $3.23 this month, but my RPM for short form content was exactly the same, 9 cents. Now for the third month, I was positive that I would see a comeback and an increase in ad revenue because I was able to go back to my normal posting schedule. I had more time, I had a giveaway video. This is the month I'm gonna make money. Well, if you thought September was discouraging, just wait. This is the month that I was actually paying the price for not posting. Maybe that's the algorithm, maybe that's people forgetting about you because you're not posting as much. Maybe I just made some sucky videos, I'm not really sure. I only had 41,150 views and about 876 hours of watch time for a grand total of $45.29. My RPM for long form videos went down to about 318 and my shorts RPM remained exactly the same, 9 cents. So what do we make of this? First, shorts pays you nothing, 9 cents per 1,000 views. It's tough out there for a small YouTuber. I'm also a millennial, so maybe I just don't get shorts in general, I don't know. It would appear that as a small guitar YouTube channel of about 5,000 subscribers, you can expect to make around $3 per 1,000 views on YouTube. RPM across YouTube seems to be like $1 to $3, so at $3.20, it's right there. The cool thing about YouTube is that AdSense is only one of the ways you can make money through this platform. I launched my first product back in August. It's a PDF on how to dial in my go-to sound in the quad cortex, and the audience that's buying that came entirely from the audience I built on YouTube. I'm really honored that so many of you decided to support the channel in that way, and it's a really huge compliment to someone like me that so many of you would take that extra step of going beyond just watching a video on YouTube and actually engaging with me and one of my products. And as you've seen from AdSense, that $10 purchase may not seem like a lot to you, but it makes a huge world of difference to a small YouTuber like myself. I've got a link to the PDF in the description down below if it's something you want to check out. Second, I picked up a private lesson student from the content I posted on YouTube. I've also picked up an Ableton student. We've gone over the basics of Ableton, how to build a playback session, programming, a little bit of arrangement stuff, and ultimately how to operate a playback session when you're on a gig. And that's something I do actually really love teaching, so if there's any of you out there who are trying to learn more about playback, Ableton, anything like that, you can DM me through Instagram, you can email me through my website. Finally, I've been getting some brand deal inquiries, which is really exciting. Some send products for free, some provide affiliate programs, and some will pay money for certain videos. I'm actually really honored when brands reach out to do a video with me because I feel like that's the ultimate compliment and reassurance that this channel is on the right path. If I sum together all of my earnings from YouTube, be it AdSense revenue or through an external product or a lesson or brand or whatever it may be, I'm averaging about $200 a month from YouTube, which is pretty exciting for my first 3 months of monetization. Now, of course, you can't live off $200 a month, but over the course of the year, that's $2,400 extra dollars, which is not a bad start. And that's honestly more money than I thought I would make as a 5,000 subscriber channel in the highly competitive guitar space. Special thank you to all of you who watch my videos every week and who watch more than just the first 30 seconds of the video. It's really huge on an emotional level and honestly on a monetary level too. I love you all. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel before you head out. Maybe share this video with your friend who's been thinking about or talking about starting a guitar YouTube channel. Share your journey down below and I will catch you next time.
We're just getting started, man. You don't even know. It's gonna be so freaking dope.